I need to refill my duck feed, and I thought I would make a video what I use when I mix my duck and goose feed, because the duck and the geese have the same feed. I mix my own feed with different components, trying to match the ultimate for waterfowl needs. So I thought I would bring you through what I mix. I have pre-mixed grains. It's whole oats, whole barley, and whole wheat. In my experience, waterfowl do better with the grains than chickens. Grains suit their needs more than it does for chickens. So I usually have a higher percentage of grains for my waterfowl than I do for my chickens. So I usually come to this. I recently started using crushed peas for both my chickens and my waterfowl. I think peas are an amazing component to feed. It has proteins and a lot of other nutrients, but it lacks one amino acid, so you need to mix it with something else. I rather use crushed than whole because it's easier for them to digest, because whole peas are rock solid. But I usually I don't want so much protein for my waterfowls. I usually have only one scoop in every mixing, so I count the grains to 6, then I have 1 scoop crushed peas. It took me a while to realize that I wanted a waterfowl specific food. After doing some research, I was still, even though I mix my own food, I still want some whole food pellet kind in this mix to make sure they get everything they need. Waterfowl needs more niacin, and people don't realize that a lot of chicken feed don't have the niacin requirement for waterfowl. So you need to, if you have chicken feed, you need to supplement it. But I searched a long while to get a waterfowl specific food. In Sweden, we barely, almost none, waterfowl specific food that has a good high has a good low protein percentage, because the waterfowl shouldn't have that much protein. You should aim between 9 to 12%. And since I only have male waterfowls, I don't want a high calcium in that feed. So this is some kind of grower feed for waterfowl. And I like this feed because it's a good size. I wish more feed had this size of pellet. I wish my chickens could get something like this too. I really like this feed. This is the Versilaga, I think I pronounced it right, duck pellet free. They have like a number system for what, like 1 is for ducklings and 4 I think is for breeding. I ordered this from Amazon Germany, since we can't get any waterfowl feed in Sweden. if any company in Sweden listen to this, bring some waterfowl specific feed into Sweden. We really need this. Many don't realize that we need, don't use chicken feed for waterfowl. You need, if you do, supplement it. So I usually have about 6 scoop from this also. Now I have brought you along. This is not a whole mix, but this is the same ratio I use all the through until it gets to the top. So 6 these kind of scoops of grains, a grain mix, 1 scoop of crushed peas, and 6 scoops of a waterfowl feed. And then, before adding another, I mix it around. I usually use my hands to get a good mix. And then I just start all over until it gets to the top. And here we have a nice mixed feed ready for the ducks and geese. What I also want to mention that for each I serve my ducks and geese based on what they eat on through a whole day, and with each serving I give them powder multivitamins on the food. This is very crucial when you mix your own feed. Don't mix your own feed if you don't have experience what the birds need, because adding multivitamins, especially if you have a mix with grains, you need some kind of multivitamins to make sure that they get everything they need, because the grains and the peas and such, they don't contain everything they need. And the multivitamins make sure that you don't get a vitamin deficiency among your flock. I also give my ducks and geese multivitamins in their water. Once drinking water, I have like a drinking bowl for them once a week. And I also give them a B vitamin supplement once a week in the water to make sure that they get the niacin they need, because that waterfowl have a harder time absorbing niacin in their body. You can read about this on my website. Also, I will not go through, but in the winter time I also supplement with some extra stuff, but since we are going into spring, I will not bring this up for now. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask.